Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video is going to be a compilation. If you'd like to see what I'm talking about, stay tuned. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hello to everybody. In today's video, I am in the garden and I'm going to show you the result of a plant or a tree that's been in this garden for a year. I bought this tree probably about almost a year and a half ago. It's a replacement for a Meyer lemon that died. Let me give you some backstory. I bought a Meyer lemon several years ago. It was a relatively mature Meyer lemon. Well, I won't say mature. I'll say it was somewhere between 3 and 5 years old. It was really big. And I would bring it into the house in North Texas. Well, one year I decided I wasn't going to keep bringing it in. I was going to leave it out up against the house and see how it fared. It lost all of its leaves. I took it outside. It began to flourish and grow more leaves. I moved it like a silly billy away from the house and further away towards the privacy fence. Well, that's the year it died. It didn't like that. It was obviously getting warmth from off the house, and I didn't help matters much. So I replaced that tree, and all I could find at the time was a tiny little bitty stick. So the tree that I'm going to show you guys is not a very big tree, but I'm very pleased with it because it came back when I thought it was dead. I moved it from North Texas to South Texas, and it died all the way back. My entire garden was sitting in a family member's backyard. The vast majority of it was exposed to the elements up until I could move into this house. So a lot of stuff suffered, and I've had to pay the consequence for that, as well as just suck it up. That's one of the consequences I paid, is to have to just suck it up. So this tree means a lot because it survived the winter of 2023. It is 2024, and the little tree is alive. So without further ado, let me walk you through what Gary used to look like when Gary showed up here in South Texas and what Gary looks like now. Gary is located in the cut flower garden. He used to be located in the tree orchard, but I had to move Gary. The cut flower garden is still a little bit of a mess, but it is coming back. I have sown some seed. I have divided some plants. Some things are germinating. So I'm happy with how things look, but I'm not going to show you the cut flower garden. I'm going to show you Gary. This is what Gary looked like the spring of 2023. I left him in the orchard area, and as you can see, he started growing nicely. As the peanuts grew, they pushed little Gary around a little bit, but he's still in there hanging on. Now you already saw what Gary used to look like. This is Gary today, and I'm so happy. He didn't lose any leaves, and he sat here throughout the entire winter. Now, if you look, Gary has 3 stems. And if you can see here, this is where he originally was. And he came back from the abyss, and I'm excited about it. But what's really exciting about Gary is this. Gary has been flowering, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are little areas where his flowers fell off, and I don't know if there are any more, but I saw flowers on him. They're gone now, but Gary flowered, so Gary seems to be happy. I do need to feed everything over in the cut flower garden, but I just wanted to show you all that not everything dies in my garden. Here's Gary, happy and healthy, sitting over here by the side of the house, being the big man of the house. So in the bottom of Gary's pot, or in the front of Gary, I planted up peanuts, I want to say a year ago, because let me show you what type of pot Gary used to be in when I first got him. This right here is a 1-gallon pot. This is what Gary came in, a pot similar to one like this. So you can tell that Gary was really little when I got him. I should have up-potted him into something like this, but I chose not to. This is the container that Gary is in, and I don't even remember what size it is. I have about 4 of these containers in the garden. I may have to turn one of them on its side and look at the bottom of it and see, but it's a relatively nice size pot. But I just wanted to show you all that Gary looks good, and this is the progression of Gary over a year. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I greatly appreciate you watching and coming back each and every time you do. So until the next time, I hope to see you either in my food forest, my kitchen, or my garage indoor grow space. Until then, bye for now.